Oh, it's my daughter's birthday. We went to her school, bought a little princess, and was able to just show her some love for her birthday. And then I had a 3.5-hour coaching call with my clients. Everybody talks about what they can't do. Extraordinary people figure out how they can do more than what's required.
Ma'am, it says paid. I already paid. Walmart and their receipt scam. Show you my receipt. Paid. You see that? It says paid.
Come here, princess. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, and I'll show mommy the post. I'll show you the post mommy made about you on Instagram. And you have a lot of people that said happy birthday. A lot of people. Do you want to see it? Okay. People liked it, and then look, you have all these comments, and they're all saying happy birthday to you. I love this. Happy birthday, Christelle. Keep shining. You're giving light on the world. Happy birthday, princess.
Oh, it's 3 hearts on this one. Say happy birthday.
Yeah, that says happy birthday with 3 hearts. Okay, so I'll go get toothbrush, toothpaste, and then I'll make the shrimp. We'll do shrimp and grits, and then you gotta get to school because me and Daddy got stuff to do.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, you talking to me?
Both of y'all.
Okay, I'll be right back with your toothbrush. Y'all, it's my daughter's birthday. It's also tour week. I'm not ready for the tour because I've been a birthday party planner. It's Mother's Day, which means nothing because it's my daughter's birthday, which means I'm not gonna get a break. That's all I be wanting on Mother's Day, is to do what I want to do, whatever that means. But that's normally not what you get. So that's fine. It's also the first day of me doing 90 days vegan. And I am supposed to cook oatmeal for that, and I don't even know how to make that. And we have cleaners coming, and I gotta make them a list of how to clean so we get exactly what we want. And Christelle wants shrimp and grits for her birthday. Oh, this is for her. Hey, Chris, do you want this upstairs? All of the body wash for kids? You want me to throw it? Ugh. You're welcome. No, I didn't forget. Look at that. Look at that girl. Mwah. What? Huh? It's in here, right?
Happy birthday,
Hey, what's this meeting about? I'm here. I'm not available, but I'm here. We're picking up Christelle's stuff for her birthday at 11.
Okay.
What is this meeting for?
We wanted to do a checkpoint with you in terms of the expectations for the tour meeting, if you had any insight on that.
Okay.
We wanted to have that today.
Okay.
And then to talk through the funnel.
Oh, I don't think the funnel's done at all. So I don't think there's anything to meet about, right? Because it's not done. Sales page. That's what she's supposed to be doing.
Heading to pick up Christelle's Moana cupcakes. Hello. Here to pick up Kirkwood, Chris Kirkwood. Yes. Ma'am, it says paid. I already paid. I paid online. Walmart and their receipt scam. Show you my receipt. Paid. You see that? It says paid.
Christelle, happy birthday!
Thank you.
From Princess Tiana, I have a few gifts for you. Are you ready? Here's your own princess mirror. Look how beautiful you are. And here you have stickers of all the princesses. Happy birthday! Oh, can everybody say happy birthday, Christelle?
Happy birthday,
Oh, so beautiful.
We are going to get back to this good episode in just a second, but I have a question for you. Can I help you build a $25,000 offer, like one that you could sell to small businesses or large businesses alike? And can I do it for free? Because that's exactly what I'm doing at the end of this month at the Your First Corporate Offer Summit. For 2 days, I'm going to show you on day 1 how to build your corporate offer, and on day 2 how to sell your corporate offer, and it's going to blow your mind. We have had thousands of students sign up for this summit, and they have always gotten value, but I feel like you're VIP if you're watching this episode. So if you get a VIP ticket, I'm gonna hand deliver to you 50 corporate offers and the prices that you can charge for them, so you don't even have to think about whether or not this offer is quote unquote good. Now, we're also gonna give you an opportunity to upgrade to a platinum ticket, which would allow you to get one-on-one coaching from me during the summit. Everyone with a platinum ticket gets at least one-on-one question time with me during the summit. So you get to ask your question, come on Zoom, and I'll coach you live right there. Look, whether you get a free ticket, a VIP ticket with the workbook, or you upgrade from VIP to platinum, you are going to have a great time. And if you want to sell higher tiered offers, this is the summit that you have to attend to. So go to speakyourwaytocashsummit.com and get a ticket to the Your First $25,000 Offer Summit. And I'll see you there. When the economy is great and everyone has excess capital, your sales skills can be 2 out of 10 and you could still sell stuff if the offer is good. And what's happening now is even if the offer is good, it's still taking you to actually do the work of selling it, okay? And so that's a big thing that I've seen. Another thing I've seen is where people have a bad launch, or they have a bad year, or something happens to them in their personal lives, and they just, like, it wrecks their confidence, and they're bringing last year's issues into this year's workflow. Okay, so if you've ever been there, you can comment, me, I've been there. Here's the thing. This has also been some of the best revenue years for some people in this program and in other communities that I'm in. And the difference literally has been how they think about the work, the amount of content they're putting out, and the way they're showing up for the community that they've built. And here's what I want all of you to understand, just as a general principle. I should have put this in Boxer. All of y'all need community. I work with extraordinary entrepreneurs who have been told by life that they are ordinary. So they may come to me acting ordinary when they're extraordinary. How do I know they're acting ordinary? They're doing ordinary effort. They're like, oh, well, I can only do once a day. Well, I can't do that. I can't. They're always saying can't. They're just doing what basic, like, ordinary people do. Like, that's ordinary. Everybody talks about what they can't do. Extraordinary people figure out how they can do more than what's required. They are extraordinary, but they don't know it yet. They are acting ordinary, but they are extraordinary. So I have to solve for that in the mindset portion, because nothing I teach is easy. And unlike most coaches that lie to y'all, I actually tell you it's not gonna be easy. Because I don't even want to work with people who are searching for the easiest thing to do anyways. Because it's like, it's not going to work. You're going to go hire 1 million coaches, get in 5 MLMs, and you're going to realize that, hey, they all lied to you. Maybe that lady was telling me the truth. Maybe I have to actually give some effort. But I will say to you guys, this is what TD Jakes said at an event I heard him speak at a long time ago. He was like, the biggest issue with women is that they do not know how to recover faster. They take way too long to recover. Time, money, legacy passes you by the longer you take to stew in things that do not serve you. You will meet a woman who's been married for 30 years talking about her ex. And it'd be like, sis, at some point, you gotta let John go. You know? It'd be like, you meet a woman in 60, she was like, well, I had a baby 40 years ago, and that's why I just never got over it, and my weight never kept. It's like, come on, man. Like, what is up with us with holding on to just baggage? We are emotional hoarders, and we have to get out of emotional hoarding. It's not healthy, or we will overthink and think our way out of $1 million idea, think our way out of $1 million action. And it's not serving you. So yes, we're gonna be sad if it doesn't work, whatever. But like, we gotta get over it faster. Hey guys, it's Ashley Kirkwood. Y'all, today is a lot. It's my daughter's birthday. We went to her school, bought a little princess, and was able to just show her some love for her birthday. And then I had a 3.5-hour coaching call with my clients. I'm still working on stuff for the tour. I had meetings in the car. I was literally writing the emails for the tour in the car. I have so much I need to do for that. And then I still need to finish my content for the Chicago tour stop, which is Friday. And I need to finish planning my daughter's birthday, which is Saturday. So I have a lot to do this week, and I'm just like, I can't wait for it to be over. And then we're still planning for our launch at the end of this month. So this month I have 3 launches: the Chicago tour stop, the New York tour stop, and then our virtual launch where everyone is welcome and invited. So, and then we had volunteers apply for the, what is it called? To be volunteers on the tour. And y'all, we had hundreds of people apply in a matter of days, a day. It hasn't even been a day. So that's a blessing. We've had 144 people comment on this post. I'm gonna send it to Sean so he can add it into this video. It's a blessing, but the only thing about it is you gotta review those applications. And so my team is kind of on that. And as a team, we actually put out the wrong information on the volunteer application. So I thought the application was done. I did not double check it. Baby, it was not done. That thing was not ready for the world. And so now the team has to go back and like manually research all the people who applied, which means it's just gonna take a little bit longer. It's not as efficient, which is on me, because I should have triple checked it before putting it out. And then I just didn't expect to get the response that we got. I don't know why. I think one of my friends who's an accountant, he was like, you know, you're one of those people who doesn't see how big you are. You just kind of like move. And I've always thought of it as, I have a lot of confidence, but I don't know if it's helpful for me to necessarily sit around thinking about how big I am. Like, that doesn't really do anything for my workload. So I don't sit around like, oh yeah, that'll work because I'm Ashley Kirkwood. I don't think like that. I typically think like, okay, well, these are the numbers, these are the metrics, this is what I need to do to get ahead, so I'm gonna do that. But one of the things that I'm realizing right now is there's a divide. There's entrepreneurs who are confident and they're killing it. There's entrepreneurs who are not and they're struggling. And with confidence, it really is a scale. What I would say to everyone who's watching this is lack of confidence kills more sales than lack of strategy. Because if you don't believe it, you can't transfer belief. And my definition of sales is it is the transference of belief. I believe in my work. I believe in God. I believe in God's ability to put his super on my natural. But if I don't put a lot of effort towards something, I don't believe that thing is just gonna blow up just because I'm me. One thing I learned from Sarah Jakes Roberts, it's a quote I got from her, and she was like, I don't feel entitled to big results. And after hearing that, it explained a thought process that I have, which is why we can have 128,000 followers, but I work harder now than I did when we had 10,000. So I don't feel entitled, like, oh, they follow me, they'll buy. So I don't sit around doing like 1 launch a year and then wondering why I didn't hit my revenue goals. I'm gonna go after it. So a couple of strategic tips I would give you guys. One, if you have a revenue goal and you are not tracking towards that goal, don't stop the analysis there. Actually put in a little bit more effort so that you can actually hit that goal. That's the difference between a goal and a wish. A wish is like, oh, I wanna make 20 million this year. Oh, are you tracking towards that? Oh, I don't know. I've done nothing to go there. You know, like that's a wish. A goal is something that I am actively working towards with data, with activity, with consistency. The second tip that I will give you guys is you need to understand that right now, a lot of people are struggling, but they're not even struggling in reality. Like their money may be totally fine, But if their mindset isn't where it needs to be, it's gonna cause a struggle, because when your mindset isn't right, it messes up your perception. So right now is a great time, if you have customers, if you have employees, if you have friends, if you have team members, if you have people that you love, to help them to think positively. Teach them that. If you're trying to sell something, but you're not dealing with mindset, you need to have more mindset content. You need to be showing people how they can persevere, how they can be confident, how they can think through their issues. That's number 2. Number 3, honestly, I should have been done with my stuff for my tour, but I have a value system where it is family first. So I did prioritize my daughter's birthday over getting every little thing done for the tour. I think that's great, because my priorities were in order. Like, so I was gonna be there for her princess birthday. I'm gonna make sure her birthday party is planned, and I have no guilt around that. But it does mean that now I'm prepared to work twice as hard to make sure this tour is absolutely exceptional and incredible. And while my team can help me with a lot of it, and they have helped with a lot of it, they can't do the content for me. The content is on me. And I'm very committed to providing high value, incredible content for this tour. And so I am now at the place where I'm like going back, doing the content over, getting things done, managing the vendors, and I have to give them my slides in order to make my slides. But the tip that I want to give you is, every now and then your priorities will shift. Don't feel guilty about it. If you have something to do for your family, do that thing for your family. Business will be there. Business is not family. Family is family. That matters more than business. Now, when you have a team, you can delegate appropriately so they can help you out with these things. But that is something that I would suggest to you guys, is like, don't feel bad if you need to reprioritize, but just know what that means. Because while my priority personally is my daughter's birthday this weekend, the business's priority is this tour. So if I'm gonna prioritize my time in such a way where I'm gonna give more energy to my daughter's birthday today, that means tomorrow I'm gonna double up the time that I'm gonna put into making this tour successful, because that may be what the business requires. And the business doesn't have a daughter, I do, right? So that's kind of how I think about weighing both. But in coaching my mastermind clients today, and you all won't be able to hear what they ask, but we may be able to give you guys a clip of what I gave them just so you can see that today. But one thing that I realized is, you know, women particularly, we dress up. Like, we will dress up an excuse, baby. We gonna make that excuse dressed to the nines. Like, it's gonna be, oh, I can't do this because my kids, I can't do this because my da, 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 da. It's always a beautiful excuse. And it's a reasonable excuse if you are a ordinary person, but a lot of y'all are going for extraordinary goals, which means your excuses cannot become beautiful prisons for you. Your excuses need to be something that you recognize, you feel it, you get disgruntled about it, you feel disengaged by it, but then you decide to eat that excuse for breakfast and go and do it anyways. Like, our feelings cannot become the sole driver of all of our decisions when you are called to more. If you're not, then do, you know. And here's the good thing, because people can get mad at me because they be like, oh, you're too intense, you're too intense. That's fine. You get to keep your excuses. You can make an excuse every day, and ain't nobody gonna come to you and say, no, you're called for more, you're destined for more, you should do more, you should go after, unless you hired me to do that. You get to, if you wanna make excuses every day about why you're not where you wanna be, you have the right in this country, and whatever country you live in watching this, you have the right to do that. But some of you don't want where you're at. You want something more. And if that's the case, you're gonna have to take all those excuses, pack them up in your purse. Maybe you carry them with you for a little bit, but eventually you're gonna realize all that baggage is just slowing you down. So don't make beautiful excuses about why you're not where you're at. Do something different. And even if you fail or you fall down or it doesn't work, then get up and do it again. And one of the things I heard TD Jakes say that really changed my life, it was like probably 5 or 6 years ago, I saw him speak at a Woman Evolved conference, and he said, women need to learn how to recover faster. And that stuck with me. And I'm telling y'all, I'll go to these conferences, y'all, and it's just like these little bitty lines that give language to what I know in my heart, but I didn't have a language for it. Women need to learn how to recover faster. That was so good, because I was like, yeah. But not just women. People need to learn how to recover faster. Because if you can figure out how to go through something, recover a little bit quicker, all the time that you would have spent staying in that same place, you can now dedicate that time to getting into your next, to getting into your healing, to getting into your happy place, to getting into your prosperity place, to getting to where you need to be. And you may need professional help to do that. So I'm not saying neglect your emotional well-being or your emotional health, but sometimes we can recover faster. And you know who you are. You know who you are, okay? So I don't want you coming complaining to me like, oh, Ashley she's not empathetic. No, you can, if you want to just be where you can be where you're at, but you're not watching this channel because you want to be where you're at. You're watching me because you know where you're at, you know what you have as a desire for yourself, and you want to get there faster. That is what I'm here for. I am not here to make you comfortable in your complacency. There are other people that do a great job of that. I am not here to teach you how to live the soft life while doing no work. There are other coaches that literally specialize in that. I'm not even here to be like, sit in a corner and manifest everything. There are other people that teach that. I am here because the process of you doing the work and becoming the person that is going to be able to steward the thing that you're praying for is the same process that you're avoiding when you procrastinate. But what you don't realize is doing the work, pushing through, persevering, getting it done doesn't just make it so that you get the results you want. It also makes it so that you can hold sustainably the the power that comes with the results you want. So it's like all of it works together for your good, but you do have to go through it, or don't, and stay where you're at. But I know you're not watching this to stay where you're at. And some of you have been sad about something for a decade that you definitely could get over. You've been avoiding doing the thing that you know you're gonna do, and you've been making up beautiful excuses for it. But even a beautiful excuse is still an excuse at the end of the day. And I just want to encourage you that you don't have to stay there. You can move forward. You can put out content. You can grow your business. It will feel hard. It may feel like it's not working. It may even feel like you didn't hear God correctly in that moment. But whatever it feels like does not negate the fact that it will work out for your good if you don't give up. If you give up, then hey, the world may never know. But I know I am one of the people who's out there in the world who might benefit from your gifts. There are millions of other people out there in the world who might benefit from your gifts, and they need you to not give up when it feels hard. And if you started your business to help other people, but if I ask you, why aren't you doing what you're supposed to do? And the first thing you say is, well, because I don't feel like it, and I feel sad, and then that means that no, that is not what you are doing it for. You're not just doing it for other people, you're doing it for yourself. So let's get over that selfishness. Let's put our gifts out into the world and let's go to the next level, okay? So I love y'all. I'll see you next time. Chris, let's go. So it's my daughter's birthday party, and we planned to do a private party at American Girl Doll. It was trash. All right, I'm about to do my content day. So I just feel like after this week, I might be able to catch my breath, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna try though. So you gotta pay attention. You can't put it on her whole hand, okay?
Yeah, she's got really tiny hands.
Happy birthday, Christelle!
Yeah, energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. I need energy, need only good people that's around me. All the faith you can give, that's the recipe.